Hello, Internet. I am Upside Down Head, and today I want to show you my S3000xl sampler. It is the sampler that the Prodigy, Aphex Twin, Massive Attack, Chemical Brothers have all used. And you know how I know that? The Internet told me. But I'm going to show you how I use it today. This is another piece of gear that I've collected over the years. It came to me by chance. It helps me define my sound and find a unique thing that is mine, which is kind of what I'm all about, is trying to find unique little pieces of gear or unique ways of doing things that kind of sets me apart. And I really think that's really important in being a producer and a music maker. You want to be set apart. A little bit about this guy. Came out in 1996. So if we're looking for 1996 style breakbeats, this is the place to come. This one really became a staple in hip-hop, jungle, trip-hop, electronica, had really precise sample editing, and had a warm and punchy sound. It's different. I guess you'd call it the cousin of the MPC. It's a little bit different to the MPC. The MPC has an analog output. This is all digital. It does retain some of the vibe of the MPC. But if you want to get the kind of driven thing, which I actually do, you can drive the inputs, the preamps, and you really get some really cool shit. I made my own break sample pack because I wanted to have some unique live sounding drums that weren't just from Splice or somewhere on the internet. I encourage you to do the same if you have the resources, or go book a studio, get your mate who's a drummer like I did, Dave Jenkins, one of my musical heroes, and get them in, say, play something for me, and then, as long as they're cool with it, and then make a library. Give them the library also, and then you both have the library. And then I use it in all my productions at different times. So, and I'm going to make them available on the internet for everyone to have. So here is a clean break that I've chopped up really quickly. Yeah, that's cool. Now let's chuck it through the sampler. Hold on. Armed it. Here we go. I'll just change tracks here. Yeah, so I'm running that in pretty hard, and it sounds pretty cool. That is stored on the sampler, and I can either just play that back in raw, like I just had, or I can mess with it. The way I would do that is add a MIDI track. Make sure my keyboard's working. There it is. I'm just going to send it back out to this guy, which is number 1. There it is. So that's really slowed down. And then there it is. So that's where I sampled it to see. And then this is what I like to do too. And this is something that I did back in the day, creating those original great jungle tunes or whatever. Speed it up. It sounds cool. That's where we were. It's kind of like, not the greatest chop I've ever done, but once you add some speed and real vibey. The next one we're going to do, let's just listen to an A-B of this. Yeah, so I just found actually a part of the loop instead of chop this one up. That's pretty cool. That's it, just like running through without actually even recording it. That's just using it as the preamps, clipping it, running it out, get a bit of a vibe. I'm going to record it now, and we'll grab this one and we'll do the same thing to it. And the other cool thing is to actually sample it in slower. So if it's nice to use an actual speed of a thing, but I'll just show you, give you an example. Let's arm it again. And then we do the speed up. Get lots of artifacts. pretty cool. Yeah. And then, like, you know, one more thing I did was I actually dragged one of the breaks into sampler and I put it into slice mode in Ableton. And then, yeah, like I created like a little beat in Ableton using sampler. And the way I actually went about this was I just found some random slices in there to get a little bit more of like a feel. And the way I did it was I just created a new MIDI clip and basically sliced up my sample, lots of different, I just found some things that I was like, dragged it in. I was like, yeah, let's just get some of these transients. And then double click on here, use seed, just generate. And then I've got something. I don't know what it's going to sound like, but then I kind of use it as a starting point to inspire me. And then I hear it and then I work with it, like. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I'll just fiddle with it from there, essentially. And then try and find something, run it back through the sampler, get some interesting results. And then I've kind of got my own unique breaks that are not just another sample pack on the internet. The second way I like to use this thing is as a vocal sampler or a synth sampler. I am an excellent singer. Very average singer. And there we go. Nice, lovely Roscoe. Very, very pretty. And then we're going to run it out to the Akai. Okay. On it. Here we go. And that's exactly, you drag that sample into sampler and you run it into there and you'd be able to do exactly what I'm doing. But what I'm doing now is using an external sound device. It gives me just a slightly different vibe. Let's do one more thing. Yeah, so that's something nice and simple. So let's have a listen to this. Might take warp off actually. Let's do that. Nice. Now let's run this out to the sampler. I'm gonna arm it. Here we go. This is great. It's clean, and it has a bit more of a bit of grunt to it. Yeah, look, I know what I prefer. There's a little bit of lo-fi in the Akai. I also turn the bandwidth down to get that intentional because I am searching for something unique. That's the two main ways I use it. It's pretty simple. We're not changing the world of music by this, but this is just one of the many tools that I'm going to go through slowly in my studio. And I use them. I have them all like ready to go, and then I just go, oh, that'll be great with a bit of a 90s vibe. I just run it in, get it done quick. I'm not fiddling too much. So I just have a bunch of different things that I'm trying to utilize to make unique music. And that's really what I'm trying to do here. That's what I encourage anyone to do the same. So yeah, free samples in the link below. Don't forget to like and subscribe because that's what you say on YouTube.